Hi Julia, welcome to the afternoon dog walk. I'm gonna go walk on the ice and see what's happening down there today. So, in case I know you've always been worried about walking on ice. So today you can walk on ice without the danger of falling through. So I'll take you through. We'll walk down from my house, down the driveway, out to the ice. It's a nice day here. It's just about 0. It's a bit damp. Lindsay's excited to go out. It's comparatively nice. Usually at this time of the year it should be about minus 20 or 30, but it's about 0 today. So it's quite nice. You can see there's not much snow. We had a little bit earlier today, but it was just a few flurries. I'll spare you Lindsay and her activity. So now we'll walk towards the ice. Hi, Lindsay. So a bit of a nice day. It'd be nice to go out on the ice boat, but I'm afraid there's no wind. It's just a really sort of breathless day. You don't get this too often in Minnesota. This is literally about once a decade sort of occurrence. So it's quite unusual. So I'll walk down on the snow, or down on the lake. So you can hear this, you might be able to hear the sound. It's some boys playing hockey out on the ice. We'll walk down on the ice. Hi, Lindsay. Hi, Lindsay. There you go. You can see this is a docks in the summer where some of my neighbors keep their boats. Hi, Lindsay. Here we go. You can see people skating. So yeah, maybe later I'll get my skates on. I thought about doing this with my skates, but I thought, oh, I don't need to quite kill myself while you're filming this. So there's my neighbors out skating on the ice. So as you can see, I have a few neighbors with rather colossal houses. Most of these would sell for $1 to $2 million. I live in my rather quaint little eyesore across the street. Well, that's all right. So Lindsay's skidding around a little bit. Good girl, Lindsay. You can see the skate tracks on the ice. So you can see a lot of people out skating around today. Some nice family out. And there, perhaps you can see. So if I'll go down on the ice, you can see as it gets thicker, it turns quite black. It's probably close to probably half a meter thick at this point. It's not quite heavy enough to support a car, but certainly safe to walk on. You see the guys skating around, wearing pretty light clothing as well. They said it's right around 0 today. There's not a breath of wind. Usually if you'd walk out here, you'd sometimes have to brace yourself against it. And then at night, actually, it comes right nice. You can see the dock here has a few lights on it, so you can actually come out here at night and skate and so on as well. It's really nice. Getting used to the ice, Lindsay? Yep, it's good. So you have claws. So actually, as I can show you, in order to walk on the ice, I actually wear these spring gripper things, because you can't obviously walking on ice doesn't work so well. So I've got these metal grippers. You can see these boys are skating right out into the middle, out to the open lake. So you could literally go skate for many miles around. So sorry for the little spin and to get the leash untangled. And also see some of these little buildings or shacks out on the water. These are ice fishing houses where people come out, basically set the house up, set it up out on the ice, and they'll open a little trap door in the middle of it, drill a hole through the ice, and then sit there and fish. And then, of course, like a lot of activities, there's people sit there with some alcoholic beverage of their choice while they do that, and listen to the radio or watch television or whatever, and so on. It's been on for years. So we'll walk out into the main lake. Also, another thing, as we're walking along out here, and actually I'll just tap in upon this, as you see, there's here's a place where someone had drilled a hole. They've gone fishing, so that's what basically it looks like after they move the house. They'll bore a hole about 15 centimeters wide to fish through. There you go, Lindsay. No, leave it, Lindsay. Come on. So here we go. This is a fairly common sight also. A guy on a all-terrain vehicle with a plow in front. Might have been out setting up his fish house. Sorry, gotta spin around and untangle. Good girl, Lindsay. So you can see there's guys fishing. Sometimes you might hear a really sort of a deep-throated rumbling or cracking, and that's the ice shifting, which it does. I mean, it's all sort of, think of it sort of like little miniature earthquakes, because as the water moves underneath and the ice plates move, you'll hear it rumble and shift a little bit. So we're walking out here. This white building on the right is the Minnetonka Yacht Club. It's actually the oldest inland lakes yacht club in the United States. Started in 1883. So it's been here quite a long time. I'm sure it must have been funny for the Native Americans to watch these crazy people in sailboats running around out here. It's a little family ice fishing. And so yeah, this is sort of this beach area in front of near my house. So yeah, see if you here, so I'll walk up towards this island. So you can see the yacht club itself actually sits on an island. There's a little channel to the right of it. And you see a person skating with this sled behind them. Yeah, it's a bit slippery, isn't it, Lindsay? So yeah, you can see it, so you can just skate for miles. Always skating around. If you're coming close, you'll see this sort of cleared off area up here. This is a pressure ridge. It's where two of big ice plates that are forming the lake come together. It's generally safe to go across, but you have to watch where you are. So here's another ice fishing hole. Here's one that's more recently been done. So you can see kind of basically what happens. Again, they just drill a 15 centimeter hole or so and drop the pole in. People come out in these little ice fishing houses. Usually drive out on their ATVs or walk. Out here. I mean, on a nice day like today, it's not a problem to sort of walk around, but on the really cold days when it starts getting to be minus 20 or 30, you'll definitely would want to not be sitting out here in the open. You doing, Lindsay? We good? Yep. Here we go. Hi, Lindsay. Spin around. This is where this is an island where a lot of the yacht club stores docks and other boating equipment. No ice boats out today, again, because there's just no wind. So sometimes on a windier day you'd see a sail going across here, but there aren't any around. Hi, Lindsay. Well, we'll walk around the island and see skate tracks, ATV tracks. I'll hope this file doesn't turn out to be too big to send to you. You can see I'll sort of pan over and you can see another fish house. See the open lake and the yacht club. It's quite peaceful today. A lot of people on holiday, of course, and of course Minnesotans being sort of cold weather people, when you go on their holiday, they tend to want to go someplace warm, so it's a bit tame here. A lot of people having head to southern destinations. So now that we're sort of out here, come on, Lindsay. It's another very large house. It's a lot of really architecturally significant homes here. There's homes by Frank Gehry and Frank Lloyd Wright and others. So it's there's some people with money to spend on architecture. Yes, Lindsay has to do her thing. So, I guess it's been a fun little walk. I'm going to head back, but I'll shut down now. But I guess I'll leave the last thing, of course, is that so if anyone tells you that people can't walk on water, well, here they are, and well, at least generally people from Minnesota can walk on water. Maybe other people can't, but we in Minnesota do. We do it all the time, and you can see it's a fairly common occurrence. So, hope you enjoyed our little trek out onto the ice, and it's been a pleasure to walk on the water with you, so hope you're doing well, and I'll talk to you soon.